What is going on, guys? It is Foreign and welcome back. So it's been a while since the game is released, and I think that it's time that I actually give Grand Theft Auto Online a full review of my thoughts, my opinions. And again, they're my thoughts and my opinions and mine alone, so if you guys don't agree with me, then you don't agree. I mean, I don't expect everybody to agree with my opinion of the game. But anyways, let's get into it. So first off, I'm going to start off by saying that Grand Theft Auto Online is a very fun game to play. I can't say I do. I have had countless hours and hours and hours of really enjoyable gameplay. But Grand Theft Auto Online has its flaws, and I think that everyone already understands that. For the people that have played it, or even just the people that have been seeing things in the news about what's going on with it. But the biggest downfall to the game is that they're fixing things that aren't broke. And they're focusing their attention on things that don't necessarily need to be fixed immediately, or things that shouldn't even be touched. Or not focusing on things that need to be fixed immediately. For instance, one of the worst features of the game is bad sport mode. With bad sport mode, if you blow up other people's cars, their personal vehicles, too many times, you become a quote-unquote bad sport for days at a time. Now, I like the idea of putting people that grief and all that, putting them all into a game together, so that you allow people that don't grief to just play the game. But at the same time, there's a lot of issues with it. One, when you become a bad sport, you can no longer play with people unless they are a bad sport. So, for instance, I was playing with a friend of mine, and I was purposefully trying to destroy his tank. Okay, so he has a tank, and I was trying to destroy it. And we were in an invite-only session. No one else is in there. It's just us. And I'm trying to destroy his tank. Well, I bring my vehicle in a couple times, and he blows it up, and he becomes a bad sport for blowing up my vehicle a few times. It's something that shouldn't happen. And even if it does happen, the two of us should still be able to play together, even if we're in an invite-only session. So as soon as I had left that session, I could no longer play with him because he was on bad sport mode for 4 days. And it's not 4 days in-game, it's 4 days real-time. So that's 4 days that you have that you cannot play with your friends. This is a huge problem and something that needs to be fixed. There should either be no bad sport mode or change the severity of it by not making people, not be able to play with their friends for multiple days at a time. Make it, game time, not actual real time. So by making it 4 days game time, that's, 2 hours. It's not that bad. I think it's 2 hours. I think it's something around there. I don't exactly know how long a day takes. I think a day takes 24 minutes. So changing something like that could make this game so much better. Another thing that is wrong with this game, the recycling of missions. The same thing over and over and over. Now, when you're playing through your first time and you're just going and doing missions and doing missions and doing missions and you're playing with your friends and having a good time, it's alright. It's okay to have that. But then, when you're doing missions for, let's say, Lamar, and you need to go pick up this tanker, and now the next mission you need to go pick up this tanker, it gets kind of repetitive when you have the same things over and over. Once you get to the later levels, 25, 30, and up, you start getting the more interesting things where you have to go take out somebody, do this, and then that, and then this, and then that, and there's multiple parts to these missions. They bring you into the mission a little more than just, go pick that up, go pick that up, go get this drug, go get that drug, and it's not as ABC, and it's more figure out how to do this. Something else that is definitely missing from this game is which actually goes hand in hand with the missions, is the fact that we still do not have heists. It has been almost a month. Actually, I think it's been over a month since the game, the online has released. and we still don't have Heists. This is the one thing that people really are looking forward to, in my opinion, and it's the one feature that makes this new Grand Theft Auto game what it is. This whole game circles around 3 robbers basically trying to make a living and trying to get out of the game. And by not giving us that option to be able to heist, you limit what we can do. I mean, while we wait for heist, what are we going to do? We're going to drive around, blow up other people's vehicles, enter bad sport mode, not play with our friends, and not play the game because you don't want to play by yourself. Which brings me into my next point. Playing by yourself sucks. It sucks to go on and just play by yourself. Other games, other online games, you can just hop in a lobby and just play and still have a somewhat enjoyable time. With this, you hop into a lobby and 95% of the people are either extremely close to you in level or they're miles ahead of you. I've gotten into lobbies where it has all been people that are level 80 and up. And that's because of exploiting the game, because this game does not offer enough replay value, doesn't offer enough, variety when it comes to missions. So a lot of people, they get to a specific point and then they replay the same mission over and over, which is another problem that they have, is now you get half of the money. Most of those missions have been adjusted so you can't do the specific things to exploit the game to even get money, when everything is so expensive in this game, extremely expensive. And they're basically telling you that you're going to have to keep doing missions over and over and over for $1,000, and hopefully after doing that mission 3,000 times, you'll be able to afford a tank. It's just unreal, the amount of things that we have to do to be able to get certain things, and then you get killed and you lose, $1,000. You just lost your whole earnings off of it. Basically, you die 8 times, you just lost $8,000. Like, it's something that's wrong with the game, and it's something that needs to be fixed. I know that they have changed the amount of money that it costs to respawn. It used to be $1,000, and then when you were higher and had more money, it was even more money. But luckily, it's not quite that severe anymore. But still, everything is extremely expensive, and you can no longer give money to people, so you can count that out. I had a friend that was maybe $20,000 away from purchasing his apartment that he wanted to get, and so I was like, all right, yeah, we'll just grind up missions. And I was like, you know what? Hop in my car, I'll give you money. Well, they took out that feature. You can no longer give people money. So I don't know. There's a lack of care for the actual community, and honestly, if Grand Theft Auto doesn't fix this soon, Rockstar doesn't fix this soon, I don't see this game really surviving through the whole first-person shooter wave that's about to happen, with Battlefield 4 coming out today, and Ghost coming out in a week, I think it is. It's not going to survive unless they get things out now. They need to get people interested in the game again, because all you have is people wanting to exploit so that they can actually play the game. So with all that being said, I do still enjoy playing the game, but again, I don't enjoy playing by myself. There's little reward for actually doing missions, and there's huge consequences for just going around killing people. Personally, out of 10, I give Grand Theft Auto Online a 5. And the only reason I give it a 5 is because it was enjoyable until all these exploits started happening, and the fact that there was no money being put into the game, and there's none of this and none of that. Luckily, the game actually functions, and you can actually play unlike the first week. So that's another one of the big pluses for the game, is it actually does function. So anyways, let me know your thoughts and opinions on Grand Theft Auto Online, specific things that you don't like, things that you do like, whatever it may be. Let me know in the comments section down below, and let's have a little conversation back and forth about the different features and functionalities of this game. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you guys later.